Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this Chaos Zero Nightmare video. So we are at level 50 captain level. So at level 50 we are done with our elite captain qualification and basically the maximum captain grades for all the different dungeons right here. So with regards to level 50 in general, I'll be running through the simulation dungeon efficiencies, at least from what I observed so far, as well as discuss what you can pre-farm from level 40 to level 50 if you need to know where to spend your energy in general. So for this one, we are done with the simulation boss battle challenges for this week. We just did the difficulty 5 side because we just needed this one, Shards of Condemnation, and we wanted to get the EXP to accelerate to level 50. So this is where we done the tree before we reach level 50, and then we are at this level 9 for our growth guide. So these are all the different missions at level 9, as you guys can see. Okay, and then there is this create 3 memory fragments, which is basically one where you can create your desired memory fragment over here, so you can craft. So you can choose the slot, you can choose the main option. So this is where the multi-dimensional alignment material will decide the primary option right here. So I don't think we can decide the secondary option, but I'll run through this memory fragment guide together with all the crafting guides in the next few days after I'm more familiar with it, because I want to farm up all the different dungeons at level 9 and 10 first, so that we are able to see what are the optimal ones that we need to craft right here. So that's with regards to the memory fragment. So we have this memory fragment to level 3 18 times, which we'll do in a little bit as well. So that's for level 9, but no rush because we are already at the maximum captain level. So with regards to the simulation dungeon efficiency, okay, we'll run through the different numbers for the different dungeons that we farmed and then discuss about which dungeon is more efficient to farm from level 40 to 50 in case you want to spend your energy. Okay, so before we start, one thing to know is that at my current level, I did a little bit of pre-farming for my account, and even with a little bit of pre-farming for the combatant upgrading materials, I'm only able to get 2 of my core carries, Rin as well as Haru, to level 60 together with their partners. So it will take quite a bit of farm for you to get multiple units up to level 60, but I think for most people's account, you only need 1 carry for you to progress through all the tougher dungeons in general. So basically your strongest, most meta carry in general. So for that, you just need to farm up enough materials for 1 to promote for their partners as well as the levels of the unit. Right, so that's with regards to my suggestion at the very least. So if you take a look at all these growth materials, this is the partner EXP side. The EXP for the partner is at 7 at stage 5 and 11 at stage 6. So it's way more efficient to start farming at the stage 6 side. So with whatever free materials that are already given in game itself, I think for the growth side, you should have sufficient to level up at least 1 unit to level 60 and the partner to level 60. With whatever free resources that is given as you progress in the game by clearing all the hard battles, all the different chaos dungeon missions. So that's why I don't think you should farm this at level 40 to 50, because you have enough to level up your core units and it's just way more efficient at level 50 onwards, as you guys can see. So that's the stage 6 training materials. Now if we scroll up in terms of the other promotion materials, this is the combatant promotion simulation dungeon right here. At stage 5, we can farm 4 to 5 yellow combatant promotion material right here. And then at stage 6, as you guys can see, it's upwards to 8. I don't know whether or not 8 is the cap, but the highest I've seen so far is 8 of these yellow books. So this dungeon is nearly 2 times as efficient compared to stage 5. So that's why same thing, don't have to farm too much, because this one, you get more out of it at stage 6. So you don't have to farm for multiple characters. Just farm maybe enough for 1 character for this one and then you're good to go. Okay. Now if we continue to scroll down, for the partners promotion material, I expected this to have the same efficiency increase to the combatant promotion side. But as you guys can see, the difference is not that big. It is definitely a little bit more efficient, but the highest number I've seen for the partners promotion is actually 5 yellow. So 5 yellow is not as efficient as compared to this where the numbers are doubled. So this is where I think for the excess energy where you don't know where to farm, this is a good dungeon to look at it, because the efficiency is not that far off. But I'll talk about the other dungeons first before giving my conclusion. So if we go into the potential materials, this is for the potential side of your characters. At stage 5, as you guys can see, 3 yellow, 9 blue, right? Stage 6, 4 yellow, 8 blue. And every 3 blue is equal to 1 yellow. So in general, the efficiency is not that far off as well. So this is also a good dungeon to pre-farm from level 40 to level 50. So these two are okay dungeons to pre-farm. And then if we go into the memory fragment side, so stage 5 is at level 40 to 50, of level 40 to 49. Once you reach level 50, you can farm stage 6, and then you're done with stage 6, you can farm 7, 8, and 9. So if you take a look at this differentiation in terms of the rewards in general, as you go up the different stages, the only massive difference would be, I think, at level stage 9 to stage 10, this is where maybe you'll get 3 yellow memory fragments or just 3 gears in general. So this is where you have more choice in terms of your gear efficiency farming to choose the most optimal one for your unit based off the best primary stats as well as the secondary stats. So this is where I think for the memory fragment side, it is good to farm at least 1 or 2 complete set for your core character so that you can do the hyper basing if you are still at the 40 to 50 range. But it is definitely 100% way more efficient once you're able to do the higher levels. Specifically, I think stage 9 as well as stage 10. So at where I am right now, the stage 10 boss basically one-shots my unit in this dungeon, so I'm not able to record the rewards for stage 10. I'll wait until I'm able to level up my memory data to the higher power level before we attempt the stage 10 one. But from the stage 9 dungeon drop right here, you can see that you get 1 more yellow, and I think you just get more memory fragments right here. So this is where I think it's just more efficient because you can recycle the useless one to get the upgrading materials, and you have more yellows to choose the best one for your units. So that's with regards to the memory fragment. Can do a pre-farm for 1 or 2 core characters and then just fine-tune your team after you are able to reach level 50. So that's for the memory fragment side. Now next, this is for the growth side, which we talked about. So I didn't compare the EXP side because I have an abundance of EXP materials, but I believe stage 6 EXP dungeons should be way more efficient as well. So taking a look at all these different dungeons, what I can suggest is from 40 to 50, you want to upgrade your core units, like for example, your core healers or your core carries in terms of their levels as well as their partner levels in general. And then prepare for enough materials from the combatant promotion to the partner promotion as well as potential materials to level 50, right? So you want to prepare at least enough for 1 or 2 core carries at the very least. And then in the meantime, also form up some memory fragment dungeons so that you have at least 1 or 2 good combinations of sets so that your core units are able to deliver some results for the hyper basing dungeons in general. So that's with regards to all the efficiency in terms of the dungeon farming side. So hopefully this is helpful, right? There is no like right or wrong in terms of the dungeon you should be farming. I'm just sharing like the overall efficiency from level 40 to 50, right? The difference in terms of the items you can get across all the different dungeons right here. Let me know if you have a more efficient way to farm up your different resources for all these simulation dungeons right here. And if not, I'll see you guys again in my next Chaos Zero Dungeon Nightmare video. Bye guys!